Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Joe. And in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 grammar points and teach you how to use this grammar in conversations. Sometimes students make mistakes using these words, so I want to show you with conversations how to say it correctly. Okay? And if you watch until the end of the video, you'll also get lots of listening questions. You're going to learn a lot. Let's get started. So the first grammar point that I want to talk about is how indirect or polite questions can change grammar. For example, we all know that you can say, "What time is it?" That's a correct way to say that question. But if you change it to a more polite way, such as, "Could you tell me what time is it?" That is wrong. We don't say it that way. The polite words in the beginning change the grammar. Could you tell me what time it is? Okay? So another example would be if you say, "Can you drive me somewhere?" That's fine, but if you make it more polite, "Would you mind you drive me somewhere?" We don't do it that way. If you change it to "Would you mind it?" It's got to change the grammar. For example, "Would you mind driving me somewhere?" Okay? So be careful when you're making questions more indirect and more polite. The grammar can change. Point number 2 that I want to talk about has to do with verbs that are stative and verbs that are more action, but it's the same word. The one I'm talking about is have. So if you use the word have, it's more of a state that you're in. Like, "I have a beard." "I have a brother." "I have a cold." Okay, that's something that is with me. But if you're using having, we don't use those with stative things. We don't say, "I'm having a brother." "I'm having a cold." No. But you can say, "I'm having a party." "I'm having dinner." "I'm having a heart attack." Okay? So those are events or activities. Don't mix those up. The third grammar point that I want to talk to you has to do with singular and plural subjects, and you got to be matching them up or making them agree with the verb. So we know, "I love you." "She loves you." Okay? So when you change the subject, the verb can change. But look at this. How about "Books help you learn"? That's fine. But if you change the subject to "reading books," that's no longer plural. We don't say "reading books help you learn." We'd say "reading books helps you learn," because reading books is one activity. Another one, how about "games are fun"? That's fine. But if you change the subject to "playing games," that's one activity. Playing games is fun. Okay? So watch out when you're looking at the subject. Now, you've made it this far, and that's fantastic. I want to give you a secret code so you can send it to me at Teacher Joe Crossman on Instagram, and then I'll know that you're a great student. If you send me all 3 secret codes in this video, I'll send you something special. So the first secret code is, "I have an older brother who is having a party." Okay? Send that to me in a direct message on Instagram, and I'll know you are all right. Now, let's go to the conversations and questions portion of this video. All right? This is where you're going to hear me using the correct grammar. Pay attention because there's questions afterwards. "Hey, Joe, could you tell me what time it is?" "Sure, Harry. It is 2:15 p.m. Why do you ask?" Would you mind taking me to the mall? I have to buy you a gift. You got it, Harry. I'll even help you pick out the gift. Okay, so that was the first conversation. Now here are questions for that conversation. Number 1, what are their names? Number 2, what was Harry's first question? And number 3, what is a direct way to ask Harry's second question? All right, now let's go on to the second conversation. Joe, are you having a party tonight? Yes, Harry. I invited you last week. Don't you remember? Yeah, but I can't come because I have a cold. Achoo! Oh, that's too bad because a lot of cute girls wanted to meet you. What? All right. So that was the second conversation. Now here are questions about that conversation. Number 1, what is happening tonight? Number 2, why can't Harry go? And number 3, who wanted to meet Harry? Now let's go on to the third conversation. What do you like to do for fun, Joe? I think reading books is fun, Harry. What about you? I think playing video games is a great way to pass the time. Yes, I do that too sometimes. All right, so that was the third conversation. Now, before I get to the questions, I'm going to give you the second secret code for this video. And the second secret code is, would you mind sending me a message? All right, send that to me in a message on Instagram. Now, here are the questions for the third conversation. Number 1, what did Joe say about reading books? Number 2, what does Harry do for fun? And number 3, does Joe ever play video games? All right, so those are the conversations and the questions. Right now, I'm going to give you the answers to all the questions. So get ready in your notebook and write down whether you got them right or wrong. Here we go. Question number 1 from conversation number 1. What are their names? Their names are Harry and Joe. Number 2, what was Harry's first question? Harry's first question was, could you tell me what time it is? And question 3, what is a direct way to ask Harry's second question? And the answer, a direct way would be, can you take me to the mall? All right, so that's the first conversation. Here are the answers to conversation 2. Question 1, what is happening tonight? And the answer, Joe is having a party tonight. Number 2, why can't Harry go? The answer, Harry has a cold. And number 3, who wanted to meet Harry? Lots of pretty girls wanted to meet Harry. Okay, let's go to conversation 3 and hear the answers. Question 1, what did Joe say about reading books? He said reading books is fun. Question 2, what does Harry do for fun? He plays video games. And question 3, does Joe ever play video games? And the answer is yes, he does. All right, fantastic. So those are the answers. Now, here is the third secret code for this video. Remember to send me all three. The third secret code is, many of my students say playing video games is fun. Okay? All right. So now you've got all the grammar points, all the questions, all the answers. I hope you can remember the grammar. If you want to keep studying, then I'm going to put a link right here, and you can click on that and see another video with a different shirt, different beard, and you can learn more English, which is the most important thing. By the way, I am having a party tonight. Do you want to come? See you there.